Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. This BS that my units feel the need to attack every single thing in their path. And from what I've been told, it's an enhancement to the AI. Um, this is stupid. This is like really straight up bullshit. My units should not be attacking anything unless I tell them to, you know? Me personally, I don't even think they should attack building. I should have brought a better tune. I don't think they should attack enemies without me specifically telling them to. I don't know, the game's gotten real stupid. Supposed features and a lot of bullshit. Honestly, it was a good game. Overall, you see that shit? I didn't click for them to attack that. I didn't. That's what this thing over here is fucking supposed to be fucking for. This is just fucking stupid. I don't want them to attack the building. And I have to sit here and explain why and different case scenarios. Look at this shit. That's not the way I was playing the game. That's not the way I started. The way the game was why I started playing this game. This is ridiculous. I can go on and on about different scenarios where that right there, that unwanted behavior interferes with me playing the game. Well, I mean, it's your game. That's how. That's the changes you felt you wanted to do to it. That's fine. I'm not playing this game like that. I'm not gonna play this game. It's just getting worse and worse, man. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. More and more, I lose control over the game that I come in to play. I don't come here to watch a game play itself. I come here to fucking play the damn game. There's no reason for that. The game has went downhill, man. I'm not even sure why I came back. All these super units, you know, ever since, what was it, the Titan? Or this, I think it was a Titan was introduced. It's just stupid, man. It's really stupid. What I gave you guys, this 2 weeks. I'm leaving the game in 2 weeks, unless that shit gets changed. I don't like the way the game plays with my units attacking everything in their path. There's even a command for that, which I don't use. I've never used. More and more, my units move into enemy fire just because they get hit or they're close to the enemy. That's stupid. Sometimes I want them to get hit because I'm using them as bait. Then I gotta click the D button to put them in defense mode. And when I play, I'm attacking the base from 3 or 4 different angles at the same time. I'm deploying from the west, from the east, from the south, and I'm moving units at the same time around this base. I'm doing different things. I'm working it in different areas. For my units to go and just try to walk through the base shooting stuff, you know? The microwave. You know, it's just stupid, man. I've even seen that happen when my units are way out, away from enemy fire. There's no way they could have got hit by something. Like the sandstorm. And the fucking thing takes like 2 days to repair. It's ridiculous. So I gotta sit out and not play the game for 2 days. I come home to play the game because I want to relax. I want something to do. And if I can't play the game, I'll find something else to do. I'm not gonna fucking wait 2 days just to play your game. That's crazy. Why? Why do I need to wait 2 days? I understand a few hours of repair. Okay. You know, I'll micro heal it maybe if I really want to play. I'll micro heal it. You know, and I'll play around with that. Wait 2 days for repairs. A bubble is, what's a bubble? A bubble is like, I think, a day and a half. But it takes about a day to a day and a half, sometimes 2 days, for my base defenders to repair. So that doesn't even give me time to repair my units so I can play the game. It's stupid. It makes absolutely no sense. That's not logical at all. There's no way that's logical. So it's either I repair my base defenders to try to protect my base, or I repair my attacking platoons and then leave my base susceptible to enemy. It's just, it doesn't add up. Nothing does. Like I said, the game is worse and worse. 2 fucking days for repair. My Toons attack anything they feel like it. Everything. And then they move and go about without me controlling them to do so. So I go into a base, they start attacking shit. And then they start moving on their own. End up with 2 days of repairs. And all I did was deploy my platoon. How stupid is that? 2 weeks. Ahmed Yusuf just quit. Ahmed Sahab hasn't played. He's played 3 times in about 2 weeks. My whole team is quitting. Watney hasn't logged in about 2 weeks. Nobody likes the game that much anymore, man. And it's not that people are tired of it, because we're not. Is the direction that you're moving the game into it. Maybe the new people that start the game that way, that start the game and those stupid features, is that what you call them? I call them a bug. But okay, you want to call them a feature? Those features, you know, maybe they get used to it, they work around it. Come on, man. I've been playing this game how long? About 3 or 4 years? It's 3 or 4 fucking years. I should have control over my platoons, what they attack, when they move. Yeah, I'm not going to play the game like this. I'll find something else to do. If I had time, I'd start developing my own game. And I'm so confident that there are ways to catch the cheaters. Absolutely. 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 The save feature doesn't work. You know, the same issue that's been going on for years. I mean, how hard can it be? You figure you have to save somewhere basically everything that happens, you know, in the game. That gets saved. When I move a platoon from one part of my base to the other, that has to get saved somewhere. Otherwise, next time I log in, my platoon is not going to be there. And every time I start creating or working on something, that has to get saved, right? So, if I were to be a cheater, and I set this to upgrade or something, there's ways. I'm convinced there's ways, man. I think you guys didn't plan out accordingly and don't log things correctly, but if you did, you could even make a separate table for that or something. You keep adding more and more junk, giving us more lag, man. I choose not to see explosions and stuff like that, and still these new units force my explosions, and it makes no sense. Look, there's no smoke coming out. Disabled everything to decrease the lag. So if you were to log this correctly in a database, you could actually compare, because you guys know how long it takes to upgrade something. You guys should know if coin got spent. All that information, you guys have it. So if you made a table that keeps a track of the steps, and then you ran a script to compare them, you should be able to catch the cheaters. If you know it takes somebody 6 months, right, to upgrade the avalanche up to this level, right? No, not 6 months. If the freaking platform or something, you know, and you can only do one at a time, and you're logging and saving that, boom, you have that amount of time logged, step 1, and then next time a change occurs, step 2. Now you run a script and you sum that up, and you say, okay, this player has been active for a month, but his things, his upgrades add up to 6 months, 2 years worth of upgrades, and he has spent no coin. And you're trying to tell me that doesn't identify a cheater? Come on, whatever scripts you guys were running before are really horrible. Because I know a lot of people that got banned that were definitely not cheaters, and some of them got their accounts back. Something like that for your log, you wouldn't want that in JSON format, in one of those what do they call them, document model database. Nah, you'd want that probably specifically in a relational database, and you can associate the steps with the user or whatever, and boom, you run a query and just grab all the steps that a user has taken, and then you sum them up. The upgrades, what was busy, the dozer, how long was the dozer busy? The dozer should have been busy for this amount of time because this platform is this level. Does everything add up? Was it a level 2 yesterday and that's a level 10 today? Does that add up? No, it doesn't add up. The time doesn't add up, because it takes a fucking day to reach whatever level this is. What is this? 3, 6, is that 7? 7. This one here, to change it, It took me 2 days just to change it to a different type. And that's also a level 7. Come on, man. That's not that difficult. You want to say you can't catch cheaters? You can catch the fucking cheaters. Boom. Once that doesn't add up, because it's got to get saved, man, or something, instant ban. As a matter of fact, you can have the save process kick off a background procedure in the server for that user. You have a service running or a task running, right? And all that task is waiting for is parameters, maybe for a user ID, right? It waits for a user ID to check. Somebody hits it with a save operation, boom. That kicks off the sending of the parameter to the task, an app you have running on the server, right? And all that app is going to do is going to say, okay, this person just saved the game, so let me check him out in the database. Let me check out if everything that I received in my save packet is valid, right? So you're going to go to save that, and in that saving packet, you have the location of where this fucking turret is at. You have the level of where that turret is at. All that information has to be there. It has to be stored somewhere. That has to get to you somehow. So the background process on the server, boom, just sets that up to just validate it. It could even kick off a separate thread if you wanted to, you know, because you might have a few hitting the same server, you know, and you can make a limit to the amount of threads so you don't hog up your memory, put them in a queue, and you, okay, this one's next, that one's next, you know, and you just go validating them. Come on. This is stupid, man. This is stupid. I don't understand why you guys are trying to force us to coin, why you guys say you're doing everything you can about cheaters, but it's obvious to me you're not. You're not doing everything you can about cheaters. Making the game better for us, provide a better experience. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. This was my release. You know, I spent 3 fucking years on this game. 3 or 4 years on this game. This was my release when I come home from work. I'll go find something else. The money I spent, fuck it. You know? You done spent it already. You took my money, you spent it, right? What I get in return? What I get in return? A slap in the face. Last time I tried to explain to you guys that my coin saving or buying transaction, something messed up. I got nothing. When I tried to explain to you that I was trying to make repairs when somebody was attacking my base and the countdown was coming down, I went in and tried to repair my Toons using my coins. My coins got taken, but my Toons did not get repaired. And I've seen similar things happen where I set up my mines, boom, 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 boom. I set them up to get rebuilt, and then I leave the base, and when I come back a little later, the mines never got started to be repaired. Come on, man. Sometimes the platoons don't save. Come on, man. So why are you making the game more difficult for us to enjoy? Making it more difficult for us to play. Why are my platoons attacking everything? I don't want them to attack anything. If I want them to attack, I will click on the damn platoon and I will click on the damn target, and there they go. They can attack. Why are my Toons moving without me moving them? I remember when the game was not like that. When your platoon would just sit there getting shot. Good. That's good. Because me as the player, if I'm watching it getting shot, I should move it out the way. A lot of your fixes don't make sense. If you really wanted to fix that, what you could have done is using an arrow key or something, because people were complaining that their platoon was just at the mark and it was getting shot and they were dying, and they didn't like that. Well, sometimes they're a little difficult to maneuver or move around. So boom, a key combination with the arrow key will move the platoon maybe down a step. A step. What's a step? A step could be like 5 pixels, whatever. It moves it down a step. So you can just how would I say that? You can refine how much you move your platoon. The whole thing, oh, this guy's attacking me with a destroyed base. So now you force me into the base, right? Whenever my base is destroyed. So if I was attacking an enemy, and that enemy came and bubbled me, right? I have 5 days worth of platoons sitting outside my enemy that I'm using to attack him. My attack ends. Now I'm forced into my base. And my platoons, my 5 days worth of repair on my platoons that I have sitting at that guy's base are vulnerable. So him and his friends are going to come by and they're going to kill my platoons while I'm stuck inside my fucking base because I got forced into it. So now I have 5 days of repair for no good reason. For no good reason. That wasn't the proper fix for that. If you really wanted to fix that, of people attacking with their base destroyed, I mean, it's part of the fucking game. It's part of the game. My base is destroyed. I don't feel like repairing it. I shouldn't have to repair it. I mean, if I go in, then I guess, the repair start. But regardless, if you wanted to fix that, a better way would be maybe prevent the person who has a destroyed base from deploying platoons. That would probably make more sense. Because people were making 1,000, or I don't know how many. They were making an extremely large amount of platoons with just one rifleman. And they were playing the game while their base was destroyed. And I mean, it's not, you can't really do much. You can't do much when the base is destroyed unless you got air, and you got strong air. You can air bubble a base. But I mean, that's much more reasonable fix. Instead, I'm forced into my base and my 5 days of repair are sitting outside in a war zone. Do any of you fucking people play the game? When there's a war, it's like, there's sometimes as many as 100 people playing against you, or 50 people playing against you, and they're all watching you. They're trying to kill your platoons, they're trying to attack your base, whatever. Why should I have all that insane repair time? Look, 15 hours for my base defenders to repair. 15 hours. And this is after I took out a lot of stuff. I switched them up. I put more riflemen in here. But if I were to have strong units in there, my repair time would be higher than my bubble, which I think is nuts. So instead of repairing my base defenders, I decided to repair my offensive toon so I could play. Because otherwise, I'd repair my base defenders, and by the time my bubble ends, I wouldn't have any offensive toons to play with, and I can't play the game. And the only thing I can do is wait for somebody to come bubble me and kill my base defenders again. How does any of this shit make sense, man? None of this is logical. It's a good game. It's a good design. It's a good idea. The implementation has been going downhill over the years. It has. I don't think I've seen a good feature since the call tune. And oddly enough, I think that was the actual only feature I've ever seen you guys implement that came without an extraordinary amount of bugs. It's just stupid, man. I've been sitting here for a while and I really don't even want to play. Nothing is consistent in this game. Look, this does not tell me how much thorium I get from this base. Right? It doesn't tell me. But this one does. Where's the consistency? There's no fucking manual to play the game. Nothing to explain anything. You guys have some kind of brief, outdated, half-ass, half-done thing on your website. And you expect everybody to go to the forums all the time to read. Nah, this is crazy. This is crazy. How much thorium does this give me? How much thorium did this give me? There's no consistency, man. Two weeks, man. Fuck this shit. How the fuck do I